Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Before starting, subscribe and like the videos, it really helps a lot. The content from this video are taken from the web novel and manga series of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Now please enjoy the video.
Part 2. Elinalise Dragon Road. Paul's former party member. It seems that along with Roxy, she was also looking for Paul's family that were involved with the Mana calamity. Together with Roxy, they traveled across the magic continent, happened upon Kishirika, then came back towards the central continent. I was grateful hearing this story. Roxy rushed back from the edge of the magic continent. She was going to inform Paul about Zenith's discovered whereabouts. In other words, this selfish woman is saying that Roxy is not otherwise coming here. Damn. No. Hearing the situation, originally everyone was going to return to Milishan. It couldn't be helped if I was left out of the plans. I should probably be grateful. It's fine how it is. If I head to Beggarito continent, I can meet Roxy. I don't have to rush it. Elinalise's adventurer rank is S class. Her class is a warrior. Only once did I do a subjugation request with her. Truthfully speaking, she is not weak. Her offensive ability is a bit low, but her aggro control is extremely good. As far as warriors go, she is first class. However, she isn't the strongest. The strongest warrior, to me, is without a doubt Rudyard. Though, I feel bad having that as a basis for comparison. Her luxurious blonde hair rolls extravagantly. This elf has an Ojo-sama-like beauty. Though her demeanor is gentle, her conduct is different towards men. She is always gazing into men's eyes, casually touching their bodies, and, one by one, seducing them. I wonder, if it was me at that time, maybe even I could have been charmed. Naturally, I've managed to avoid a misunderstanding. Moreover, she has the skill to make the men in this world marrow. And apparently, her fighting power on the bed is rather high. Having said that, there is no reason to look down on or despise her. She gives advice to the love-struck girl on how to use her feminine wiles to get a man. In a party, she will take the lead and protect everyone like a reliable Oni-san. Excluding the small chest, which is a characteristic of the elf race, I would say she is a faultless perfect woman. Better known as a femme fatale. The only downside to her is her freelance eating of so many men. It's like a fire lighting a fuse when she looks at one. But, since her aggro control is good, she avoids bloodshed in that matter. However, how should it be said? There is a problem that occurs often as well. She's never in a party for a lengthy time. Incidentally, she is in a party with me right now. She puts on the caring pretense of, I will properly get you to Beggarito. Still, the journey to Beggarito will take 2 years, and it's problematic if I go alone. Having another person to travel and talk with is something to be grateful for. Her fighting power isn't low either. It's possible as an adventurer she could even go solo. However, she sits next to me and him when we eat. They lean in close to each other and continue with the irritating petting. Soldat-san. Don't be naughty now. Rudeus is looking, you know. Didn't he say he was fine with it though? Era, what a bad boy you are. Right now Soldat and Elinalise are flirting in front of me. I was fine eating alone. Why are these two together at the table with me? Perhaps she wants to flaunt it. Damn woman. Something like that isn't gonna make me jealous at all. Opening square bracket, comma, closing square bracket. Soldat is dere for Elinalise. All of Stepped Leader were also like that. So how does Elinalise manage to avoid raising the reverse harem flag from here? As much as I want to avoid problems like this, I have a feeling I'm going to have to face it eventually. I want to straighten this problem out before it gets out of hand, but my actual experience level in such matters is low. I have a feeling though that if I interfere, I'll only cause more problems. Or so I thought. Well then, here's what I promise to pay you. That is, I'm sorry, getting to do something so good and then getting paid for it. It's fine, but in return, you absolutely cannot fall in love with me, okay? As she said so, she handed over some coinage to Soldat. I finally get it. It was reverse prostitution. If that's how it is, there should be a problem, right? Still, isn't that a bit unbecoming? Part 3. Life continued on this way for a month until one particular day. A letter addressed to me arrived. It was a firmly sealed letter. On the surface was written the words, Ranoa Magic Academy. What's this? I went ahead and tore the seal and looked at the contents of the letter. Rudeus Graerat Sama. Pleased to meet you. I am Vice Principal Jinaz of Ranoa Magic University. Recently, the fame of Rudeus of the Quagmire echoes throughout the Ranoa Kingdom. I have heard from various adventurers that you are a virtuoso of chantless incantation. On further investigation, it appears that you have also been a disciple of the Water King class magician known as Roxy. Do you have any intention of further polishing your magic techniques? Ranoa Magic University is ready to invite you as a special student. Special student includes certain class exemptions and tuition exemptions. You are of course free to make use of all the books and facilities our school has to offer you as a student. If you manage to complete your studies after 7 years and submit your thesis to the school upon graduation or to the Magic Guilds, there is also the unconditional possibility for you to receive a membership recommendation to AC Class Magic Guild. Of course, graduating without any significant thesis will still allow you to earn the right to enter AD Class Guild. May I please be given the opportunity of greeting you once by any means? I apologize for the suddenness of this request, but I would appreciate your consideration as well. With my best regards, Ranoa Magic Academy, Vice Principal, Jinaz Halfas, it was written there. Special student, in short. Is this a letter of recommendation for a scholarship student? I know about the existence of this world's magic guild, but I have no idea what it does. I also incidentally know there is a thieves guild. They have a black market network to sell goods and slaves. But I don't know about the Magic Guild. I could expect that they do research on as well as publication of books on the subject of magic. Honestly, I just don't know. What am I even doing here? However, why after all this time am I getting such a thing sent to me now? Certainly, I feel that my magic has reached a bottleneck. But living over these last 2 years has taught me that the degree of magic power I have is more than enough to live by. It was enough to defeat that stray dragon the other day. Even though that group was weak, it doesn't change the fact that it was defeated. The strong make the rules. At any rate, with my test scores, I don't really feel the need to attend school. I don't really know why I'm here. I don't really know why this letter of recommendation came. And I don't really know why I would have been recommended in the first place. Perhaps this is some new kind of scam. If I just carelessly head there, some scary-looking Oni-san types will surround me, then cover me head to toe in gold paint and parade me around. All joking aside, I'm honestly thrilled that such a letter came to me. The Ranoa Magic University is Roxy's alma mater, and the fact that I received a letter of recommendation from there, I want to know what the real reason behind it is. Whether or not this letter is somehow a fraud. Elinalise-san, I'm heading out to the Adventurers Guild for a bit. Wah, weren't you taking today off? I called out to Elinalise-san, who, since she hadn't yet fished up a man, was tending to her luxurious hair instead. I want to check up on something right now. Wait just a moment, I will also come with you. Elinalise put down her brush and stood up. Though she hadn't decided on the exact setting of her hair, it still looked fine. I may or may not take a request and come back sometime. In the old days, Paul used to say something like that when he was going to the Adventurers Guild to flirt around. Is that so? That is something Paul like, isn't it? Now that you mention it. When flirting around, 2 people have a better chance at success than just one. Plus, it's also easier to take aim at a couple. This B*TCH says something wild all of a sudden. Please stop it. Especially when it comes to couples. I will hold a grudge if you come between 2 lovers. It's fine. I know what things to watch out for when it comes to that. Let's try this again. I'm not going to flirt, and you are just accompanying me to the guild. In times of peace, there is only one thing in the head of Elinalise. However, when she takes a job, she instantly changes into reliable Oni-san mode. Is that personality gap another facet of her sex appeal? You know, it's because you don't take care of this body that I have to leave it to other men. I wouldn't mind taking care of it, you know. When my son recovers, that is. I want you to know that I am honestly trying my best to not become a daughter of Paul. Also, there's the promise I made with Roxy, too. I really don't want to be hated by Roxy. What inconsistent things she says. What a carefree life this woman leads. I don't want to be hated by Roxy. Only those words I understand. And, judging her on those words alone, I cannot come to dislike Elinalise's way of life. I don't want to be hated by anyone. I understand that feeling. However, even I don't want to be hated by Elinalise. Seriously. Oh, my God. Enough of that. But that's not my fault, is it? It's because of Elinalise San's personal reasons, isn't it? That's right. But it's not always easy, you know. Flirting, finding a good healthy boy to gobble up. And what about a healthy delinquent boy? Those are tasty. For whatever reason, I proceeded to the Adventurers Guild with Elinalise after all. Even though I won't be flirting.
That's it guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more and don't forget to like the videos.